Hey guys, welcome back. So I just thought I'd run you through how everything's going. So this is my Mordheim scatter terrain. You can't see all of it, but that's okay. I'm going to show you it all. So since my last video, I've made another one of these now. I also stylized these. I'm going to move the camera a little bit so you can see a bit better. I also stylized these. I'm sorry, I'm just also shifting the light so it's a bit easier to see. Stylize these after each different type of shop. So this is going to be an armor store kind of thing. And again, just because it's also going to be an RPG bit of terrain, so I can also use it for RPGs. But yeah. Anyway, so this is a more general store. Actually, I'll show you that one after. This is another general store. This one I've actually painted up a while back. It even says store on it. This is my first bit of shopkeeper terrain. I really liked it. Unfortunately, actually, you'll notice, so I actually had to switch from balsa wood. Balsa wood is awesome for wood crafting, but I actually had to switch out of it because all the stores near me stopped stocking it for some reason. But yeah, we've got, this is the original. I'll move that out of the way. And I've got a store for like animal skins kind of thing. I got some eagle, or some vulture wings from specifically the Tomb King's Tomb Guard set. This is a lion skin from Victrix. I was going to put a bear skin here, but I couldn't find one, so I ended up taking a lion skin, cutting the tail off, making it look more like just a general animal skin. Some horns from the Citadel Skull kit, a skull from the Citadel Skull kit, some hooks from the Ogres, a giant horn from the Ogre scrap launcher. This is an Italian infantry, specific, I believe it's Arditi or Bersaglieri, feather for the hat. Bretonnian knife cut off from a pouch. Bretonnian glove with the shield thing cut off, and this is from the Italians as well, from Wargames Atlantic. It's skins. We've got kind of an arrow. Oh, no, this kind of swapped between a general store and quiver, or whatever it's called. The guys who sell arrows, Fletcher's. I got Japanese arrows from I believe Wargames Atlantic's. It's from the Samurai Wars kit. This is from Wargames Atlantic's. You know what? I'm pretty sure that's Fireforge, actually. This is the Skeleton Horseman from, what's it called? Wargames Atlantic. Bretonnians, I believe. That's Berber Infantry arrows. That, I believe, is Victrix Spartans. Bolts from, I think, Wargames Atlantic Conquistadors. I think this pouch is from Wargames Atlantic as well, from their reptiles. Or the Lizardmen. This is an ogre bag, and that's a 3D printed Julius Caesar bust. But yeah, the rest is all wood, so that's kind of a general store. Then we've got a weapons store with, I'm not even going to go into this, pretty much weapons from numerous ranges, different eras, you know, like for instance, really old Warhammer, as well as that. We've got Fireforge, old Warhammer again. Ogres, and, you know, Dark Oath. Moving on. So, that's all the shops taken care of. By the way, the only thing I haven't shown you guys is this yet. This guy I'm going to be turning into some kind of prisoner. I got it from my, the Gargant kit that I bought for specifically this YouTube channel. For generally bits, but also I want to do a video on converting Gargants. But we'll see that later on. I already showed you all the barriers, but just if you don't remember, there's this one. I believe I added a bit since last time, but I can't remember. In short, they're just more decorative now. Oh, and that one. Alrighty. I added a cart. So originally I have, this is a full wagon that could be horse-drawn kind of thing. Right? This is almost like a supply wagon that, you know, you would carry like this and roll around. Just kind of got some general stuff on it. And this is my newest broken wagon, because for some reason I only could find one of these wheels, so I just kind of made a broken wagon. And, you know, it doesn't need to be covered. It could just be interesting terrain that you could kind of move around in. Let's see. I made a butcher's cart. I'm going to show you that because that's one of my things I'm really excited about. I used Lego wheels with these things from the Ogre scrap launcher as kind of like those blocker things. 3D printed scroll, this is something from the ogres. I don't know what it is. An ogre bag, if it'll. Sorry, just a sec. There, an ogre bag. And I'm gonna lock it so it stays focused on that area there. Then we've got, this is an ogre's chunk of meat. A giant leg thing the ogres have. A bunch of this is Bretonnian bits, but it's kind of just general butchery stuff. Ogre cleaver. There's dead bird from the Bretonnians and a knife from the ogres. And yeah, it's kind of, oh, also there's a snail from, I believe, the Bretonnians. And a bone from, I believe it was the feral ghouls or whatever they are from the crypt ghouls. That's what it is, from Warhammer Fantasy and Age of Sigmar. I believe I showed this headsman's axe thing off already, but oh, dropped it. I added in this bird from the giant kit. Just kind of overlooking it, which actually brings me to the next thing. I'm also going to be adding this vulture somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. These are really cool bits. I made these to represent, maybe captured guys or tokens that we need to collect for points for Mordheim, or just general, cages. So that one, super glue hasn't quite dried yet. I made, I've got these here. These are all word stone. So obviously, warp stone. Just a sec, I got sand all over me. One sec. So you just had to scratch some off. Anyway. Word stone. So I believe these are from the zombie dragon, the old one. I'm not sure if there's a new one. I'm fairly sure I heard about a new one. But either way, these are all stones that the guys was standing on. I clipped them apart, kind of, so these three were that. This, I believe, actually, these are sprues. So just a sec, let's let it focus. These three main ones are sprues that I cut up in general crystal shapes. These two stones to the side are from Dark Oath. Marauders. Let's see, I've got just kind of a crate here. I wasn't really sure about it. Just kind of a crate. I've got, let's see, here's a lectern I made. I have no idea where this book's from. Honestly, looking at it, I have no actual idea where it is from. Maybe the Chaos War Shrine? I know I didn't buy this. I bought this as a bit, but maybe it's on that. I don't know. There's an orc arrow from the old Savage Oryx, or Savage Orcs, whichever you prefer. They've got a kit of those guys around. But yeah, this is just a general lectern that I set up. Headsman, I already showed you. A small little shrine I set up for the lady. It's mainly some scrolls here with a bag from Flagellants and the Skaven Plague Monks. An icon of the lady, I believe it's called a triptych. This is from the Bretonnian Men-at-Arms, or Knights of the Realm on foot. These are kind of makeshift candles. This is a bit of sprue with a thing in it. Hot glue with a wire. That's kind of it. Just a little shrine. Nope, sorry about that. I made two chaos icons. I believe this is from the Nurgle, the rot flying guys. I can't remember what they're called, but it's got two skulls, and obviously this icon here. And this one too. It's got this Bretonnian banner and this guy back there. Lately I've been playing the Forest, and this actually reminds me of one of those guys on the icon things the cannibals make. Yeah, I got a couple skulls on there too. Now I also made these. These are or not even gravestones, sorry. These are obviously caskets. They're completely empty actually, with little notes for like names. But these ones I made, and they're actually open. If this will focus. I've got this one where the guy's kind of peeking out, and this one over here too. Sorry, it's not focusing. It's that bunch of sawdust. Anyway, I've got these two ogre scrap launcher chests. They turn into kind of treasure objective markers. And finally, my buddy is playing a kind of homebrew warband. We're going to run it where he's got a necromancer and a normal warband. And his thing is that he's going to buy 4 skeletons or so, maybe more. And our plan was to make it so he could only summon them when within a certain range of grave markers. And they would essentially act as reserve infantry that he could summon so long as he was within range of one of these objective markers with these 3D printed mushrooms on them. They're just little gravestones, you know. If it'll focus. Try to show you this one. Sorry about that. Brightness got crazy. But yeah. The last things, I've got this right here. I made a fire with a spit, and I put one of the cows from the ogre kit on it. So he's kind of cooking there, and that's kind of the... I thought that was really cool. This was one of my favorite bits. I also made this thing here, just a little bar section. I noticed the ogre, or the giant kit, actually comes with these giant casks of ale. I'm not going to add one of those, I think. It's a bit big. This was the top of a Lego bottle. This is the bottom of like a broken bottle I got from Breckmania when I was a kid, I think. There's an dwarven tankard from, I believe, Fireforge. That's a Lego piece I clipped down to make kind of like a bottle. There's a dagger from, I believe, the Empire Great Swords stabbed into the table. And these two, I believe, this is Scrap Launcher for sure. I'm fairly sure this is also Scrap Launcher. And obviously a Lego barrel there. So yeah, just kind of wanted to update you guys on... Oh, I almost forgot there's also this. It's another Wordstone token. Same, just that there's 5 of them total over here. Not sure if I showed that. I've also got this noose section. Just an executioner platform. That's just about it. I will show off one last thing while I'm here. I'm looking around. I can't find anything else. I've got a few other things, but I already painted them and showed them off. They're not that interesting because I didn't make them for this. So just show you my warband leader so far. He's using Chaos Marauder legs from Warhammer Fantasy. Empire Greatsword's chest plate. These are arms from the Empire, I believe it's Militia, which is my entire warband. I got guys like this. I'll show more of them in a second. This is a, what's it called? Late Dane, I think, from Vectrix. This is a Tylian, no, sorry, not Tylian. It's a Conquistador shield from Wargames Atlantic. I actually took the sword from, I believe... I'm fairly sure it was either... Yeah, no, it was Empire Great Swords for sure. There was a sword, and I clipped the edge off. Because I clipped off the handle for some reason, or something like that, or it broke off. I just had this sword blade, so I clipped that off. Clipped it clean. Clipped off the... I don't really like the cutlass you get with this thing, so I clipped that off as well, and put the blade on the cutlass's hilt. So now he's kind of got a long sword with a hand guard. Other than that, I've just got, you know... bunch of these guys, some crossbowmen with a shield kind of protecting them from return fire, pavises, that's it. I've got some young bloods, like I showed you, very well dressed. They're supposed to be like exiled noblemen in my warband, or like third noble sons who aren't going to inherit anything. I've got this duelist. I've got a set of 4 of everything. And I made, this is my favorite, one of my favorite models of the warband. It's a duelist. He's going to be played with as if he has got a rapier. So he gets to roll, like, until he hits or something like that. But yeah, essentially I've got all of that. And that's kind of just what I showed you. Oh, actually, and this. Now, this is the last thing I'm going to show you. I am working on a castle gate. Now this is all foam, obviously, except for this, which is Lego. I clipped off all the Lego bits here, hot glued it in place on this cardboard. What is this? This was something. Can't remember. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I've got this end. I had to do this because this ripped. I may actually clip that out and make more gate. I stabilized it with this dowel. But yeah, I'm slowly adding foam bricks around, so it's gonna be cobble all around, then wood platform up here for play. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And have a good day.